Good morning, gentlemen. Turn one is over, and so we're going to do our standard issue turn, top of the round troop totals from Boston to LA. Anyway, in central United States, we have one man, three mech, one tank, one AA gun. In Eastern, there's a strat bomber, two infantry, one artillery, two AA guns. Quebec has two infantry, one artillery, one tank. 106 has two transports. 101, two transports, one cruiser, three transports actually, and one cruiser. There's a destroyer for Britain in 91. There's a sub for Britain in 110, a sub for Russia in 125. In London, there are three British fighters, one French fighter. There are two French infantry. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 British infantry, one mech, 5 AA guns. And let's go down to Morocco. There's two French infantry. There's a Italian sub in 92. In 93, there's an Italian destroyer, cruiser, and transport. We'll move this way, then we'll get back to Africa. Southern France has two AA guns for Italy, two infantry for Italy, and one tank for Germany. Normandy has one tank, one infantry, and one artillery for Germany. Belgium, Holland has 4 tactical bombers, 4 fighters, one strat bomber. Denmark currently has two infantry. Western Germany has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. I thought there were 10. Something might be wrong there. I'm going to have to look into that one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, just 9 men. That's wrong. I placed 10 men in Western last turn, so that's inaccurate. There needs to be one more chip there. Let's do that right now. Okay. Bingo. We're back on board. They also have 3 AA guns there. In France, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks and 2 mech. Let's see, we have a transport, a battleship, and a cruiser in C-Zone 113. Up in Finland, there are the standard issue 7 infantry. And let's go, we'll do the front, I guess. In Poland, there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 men, 3 artillery, 3 AA, and 1 tank. Slovakia, Hungary has 2 infantry, 1 tank. Romania has 6 infantry, 7 infantry, 2 artillery. Bulgaria currently has a tank and 4 men. Albania has 2 Italian infantry. Yugoslavia has 1 Italian infantry, 2 artillery, 2 tanks. Rome has 5 men, 2 AA pieces, 1 strat bomber. There is a British cruiser in 97. Malta has 1 man, 1 AA gun, 2 fighters, 1 tank, 1 strat. And in 96, there's a British cruiser. Morocco, like I say, 2 French infantry. Tunisia, 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 mech, 1 tank. Tobruk, 2 Italian fighters, 1 artillery, 2 infantry. Alexandria, 1 infantry. French Central has 1 French infantry. Belgian Congo has 1 Brit. Rhodesia, 2 infantry. Anglo-Egypt Sudan has 1 Anzac infantry. And in Kenya, there are 3 infantry and 1 artillery. For Italy, Egypt has 2 artillery, 1 tank, 1 mech, 3 infantry, plus 1 additional Anzac infantry. There's a French infantry in Transjordan. There's a French destroyer and a British destroyer in 81. There's a British cruiser and destroyer in 76. In 80, there's a transport. There are 3 men in Persia. That covers all of this. And now we're going to go up to Novgorod. 2 fighters, 1 tank, 2 AA pieces, 2 artillery, 10, 13, 14, 15 men. In C-Zone 115, he has a sub and a cruiser. Belarus has 3 men. There's nothing on the frontier. Western Ukraine, 2 men. Ukraine itself, 5 men, 2 artillery. 6, 7 men, 2 artillery. Rostov, 2 men. Bryansk, 2 men, 1 AA piece, 1 artillery piece, 2 mechs, and 2 tanks. In Russia, he has 2 tanks as well. I have a stack here of 4 men for Russia. I think I failed to do something, and I suspect it is your placement. I'm going to assume it's going to Russia. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake there. You bought 4 men and I never placed them. Not sure where they are. We'll have to check the record. Anyway, let's get down to Persia. There are 3 men in Persia. Start with India. 1 tank, 2 men, 2 artillery, 2 fighters, 1 TAC, 1 AA piece. 39 has a transport. In Burma, you have 2 AA pieces, 1 artillery and 3 men. Shan State, 2 men. Siam for Japan, 2 men. Malaya, 3 men for Britain, 1 for Anzac, 2 men in Sumatra for Britain. Java has 1 man. There's a transport out to sea in 42. And let's see, 36 has a destroyer and a transport. In Kwang Sea, there are 2 strat bombers, 3 tactical bombers, 4 fighters, 1 tank, 1 infantry. Hunan, 1 infantry, 1 artillery. Yunnan, 2 Chinese infantry. Sichuan has 7, 8, 9 men and 1 plane. Nothing in Quichao. Anhui has 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 6 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 mechanized. Hubei, 1 infantry. Kansu, 2 infantry. Chahar, 2 men, 1 artillery. Johal, 6 men, 2 tactical bombers, 2 fighters. Manchuria, 1 AA gun and 4 men. Yakut, 6 Russian. Buryata, 12 men and 2 AA guns. I believe we got everything there. Yeah, Philippines, 2 men. Let's do the north. We have 3 transports in C-Zone 6 with a sub. There is a destroyer in C-Zone 16. On the mainland, there's 3 AA pieces, 3 artillery pieces, 5 infantry, 1 man in Iwo Jima. Guam has an American fighter. C-Zone 34 has a battleship, 2 cruisers, 2 transports. Palau Island itself has 3 men and 1 artillery. C-Zone 45 has an American destroyer. 46 has an Anzac destroyer. 49 has an Anzac cruiser. There's a battleship, and that's for Britain in C-Zone 54, as well as a sub for America. Queensland has 3 infantry. Oh boy, 2 AA pieces, 1 artillery, 3 fighters, and New South Wales has an artillery and 2 men. There's a man in New Zealand. C-Zone, God help us, 33. There are, on the Caroline Islands, there are 2 men, 1 AA gun. But in that C-Zone, there are, it also has 2 fighters on the island itself. In the C-Zone, there is a battleship, 2 destroyers, 1 sub, 3 carriers. Each of those carriers has a complement of 1 TAC and 1 fighter. So there's a bunch of stuff there. Moving north, Midway. C-Zone 25 has an American destroyer. C-Zone 26 has 1 carrier, 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, 1 transport, 1 sub, 1 destroyer. On the mainland, he has an AA piece, 3 men, 3 fighters, and a tactical bomber. Oh, sounds like there was a big explosion just now. C-Zone 10, there's a carrier with 1 fighter on it. We also see a transport and a destroyer. San Francisco has 1 mech, 1 infantry, 1 AA piece. I believe that's it, and I'm going to go look into that loud explosion. All right, gentlemen, that's top of the round.